Hey everyone, my name's Howard Coble, and I am originally from the Dash, Minnesota. And I was told by a couple of friends about the internet. They told me, get on there, tell your story. You've traveled such a long way, and you've learned so much, and you've got so much to offer everyone. Get on the internet, will you, and tell your story about, where you've gone through, and who you are. And, I did want to tell a lot of stories. I hate my father. I do hate my father, and I know a lot of people out there got a problem with your dads, and I figured, I'd give you some wisdom on, not hating your father. I'm sorry about these big trucks there, coming around, but, I got on the internet, and I started looking around, and they said, make a podcast. Make a podcast, give them your knowledge of the world and of life. And so here I am, Howard Coble there. And, they said race is a big problem in America. And they told me, you couldn't get any smarter than voting for Donald Trump. Look at him. He's been a personality on TV for many years. He's very rich, The guy, he's so honest. He's so upfront. He gives you the whole story. He tells you from the get-go that you gotta really feel in your heart that life is worth living and America's worth making great again. Pardon me, and all these trucks here. But, when I was down in the Dash last, I was talking to my father, who, I told you I hate, but, I get the sense that Donald Trump would hate my dad, and that's why I'm voting for him in this upcoming election here. My father claims that he was ripped off by a black guy at a flea market in Zagorny, Palmyra, New Jersey, back in 1974, and he's hated black people ever since. And and we tell him that throughout all these years, Dad, we tell him you're just a racist. You're just a racist, and you don't understand the nuances of racial relations. You can't call people these bad words. You can't, not hire them. Especially now in the year 2010, like you franchise Pep Boys there. You can't not have black customers. You can't call black customers, naggers and all that there at the counter. And he's been, they're threatening to sue him. But everybody says, oh, that's old man Coble there. Leave him alone. He's a racist. He's been one ever since 74 when he got ripped off at a flea market. But we tell him, you're blaming a little race. One guy ripped you off. And he claims he rips him off, too. I mean, I was there. I was a kid, but, I was a teenager. We were at the flea market there. And, this guy, my dad dropped the $20 bill. That's a lot of money in the 70s. So he dropped the $20 bill at this guy's stand. And the guy comes out to give it to him. He says, hey, you carry this TV all the way, but I lost you in a crowd. You dropped this 20 there. And my father yells at the man. He says, oh, you filthy black, you're an animal. You tried to steal my money, and then I was going to confront you in front of everybody, so you're going to come here and make a scene. And the guy says, hey, I just was, I wanted to give you the $20. I didn't, you're going to hassle me. And my father, doesn't say, he says, shut up, man. Get in the car, Howard. Get in the car. Get Carl in the car, too. We could be attacked at any minute. He's losing control. He tries to steal from me and then beats me. That's my dad, though. That's my dad. From a very young age, I thought, I hated him. I knew he was a douchebag. You can really feel that on some people, and they, hold on. So that's the sense you get about me. And I spent a lot of time traveling the world, and I wish everybody was from the Dash, Minnesota. Honestly, you know what you're getting with folks from the Dash. But, these people that are down here in Florida, these people that are, you got people in Lebanon and Greece, they're all very much different from the Nash residents. And they don't, we after church we go to a restaurant, and my dad would always choose to go to a Waffle House that was crewed almost exclusively by black people, so he could complain when it took up to 15 minutes to get everybody their drinks, fresh hot Belgian, great waffles and then chicken there later, and and I'd ask him, my mother asked him, Dad, my mother would say, Dad, I'd say, Dad, why do we come to Jeremy's Waffle House every day, every Sunday after church when it's just black people here? And he says, I'm not going to let these blacks scare me away from, the Lord's bounty and the waffles and all that. And I told him, I said, you're a racist, man. Now even in 1969, I told you at the flea market I was a teenager, but, I was about 19. And in 1969, my dad paid money to get us out of the draft. Now, he paid my older brother, Carl, $2,000. Again, a lot of money back in the 70s, but he's a pit boy. He would, distracted, sorry, but, he would tell us, you can't go into the Army, I'm not letting you go there, I'm not going to let you enlist and, get drafted. And we'd say, Dad, thank you, we don't want to go fight and die, we don't agree with the wars there, we're, politically active. And he'd say, oh, no, that's not okay. You're not going to go out to the Army where they got a bunch of blacks and Orientals and queers and, and then, they have people that are there that are queer, and they, they make you not say anything about it. It's not right if you can't call out, these people here. I won't want you putting up with that. And we said, Dad, there's way better reasons not to go over there to Vietnam, be in the Army. And he said, I'm not going to have you coming back talking about how Jews are this and blacks or that. It's not happening in my house, I'll tell you. Now, it's funny because, in the year 2005, he married a black man. He did. He married a black man, and, he still to this day, he hates and talks badly about blacks and queers. And, he has sex with a black man every night, and I don't think that, that's very cool. It's not cool. It's not cool. You got no integrity at that point. If you're going to hate on people as a group, don't have sex with them and marry